Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Welcome back to episode number 2 of season 2 of Shadow Depths, where I'm trying to go ahead and give you basically it's a follow along with me, play along with me style of series where we are progressing through the season together. Really, there's a little bit of a competition, but also tips and tricks, and just really telling you about the game if you're not familiar with the game itself. Really walking you through if you decide to play this season or next season. I'm hoping to give you some tips that will help you through the process. Also, if you are doing better than I am, which I'm sure a lot of you are, go ahead and give your own tips and tricks down in the comments down below. Really, we're trying to help everyone out as a community. We did a very similar series with this in Realm earlier this year, and I think it went really well with people really trying to communicate different tips and tricks. If you're not comfortable doing it in the comments, feel free in the Discord. Go ahead and DM me. I'm happy to take suggestions there if you want to stay anonymous with them. Really just trying to help everybody as a community. Before we dive into the game itself, and my updates for the game itself, I wanted to go ahead and make an announcement as far as the farms. I get a lot of questions as far as how can you get tokens other than just buying them off the secondary market. Alcor and what they've just created out there is another option. This is not financial advice. Please make sure you do your own research, do what's right for your situation. But I wanted to announce because it's something that I've been interested in looking into a little bit further. Essentially, what Alcor has done is they've done farms, and what farms are, it's another version of liquidity pools that if you put tokens in there and you own a certain amount of the pool share, you get daily rewards, similar to Taco, Swap, and their meals. So what the NFT Battle Miners folks have done is they've gone ahead and created 4 farms on Alcor that allow you to get those daily rewards, 1 farm for each of the tokens. Again, not financial advice, something, just another option so you can go ahead and farm additional tokens and really try and get the most out of the game if you choose to do that. All right, that's out of the way. Let me go ahead and dive into the game itself. Letting you know my progress and then giving you some tips and tricks that I've learned through this season and during the preseason. As far as my progress goes, I am level 48. I've definitely progressed since last week's update as far as the levels go. And as you can see from my equipment, I have a mixed bag right now. I have a number of legendary items, legendary pilot items, and then I have some of the new scout items, which just gives you a little bit of a bonus as you're going through that. For those of you that are not familiar with the scout items, basically one common scout item equates very similar to an epic pilot item. Let's go to the workshop and I'll show you what I'm talking about. For example, as you're progressing through the early stages of the game, you get to the epic gear. The pilot helmet is going to go ahead and give you 10 defense and 80 HP. Once you get beyond that to the missions and you're starting to find equipment or craft equipment for the scout gear, the common helmet also gives you 10 defense, gives you slightly less of the HP, but gives you a third attribute that gives you a bonus of accuracy there. So you can see it equates the common scout gear, equates very well with the epic pilot gear. So as you progress through here, the scout gear is actually going to be much better equipment as you continue to progress. So we'll talk about that a little bit more. I just wanted to highlight that here, that I am starting to get. I have 1 common scout gear and I have 1 rare scout pants. And then we have snipers and we have 1 piece of epic equipment. My legendary boots, they lost the durability, so I had to go ahead and substitute it in there and didn't really want to pay for some legendary items. So that's where I'm progressing as far as the level goes. As far as the missions go, I did complete everything that's in the new Terra area several days ago, finished that off. If you're not that far, just to warn you, this last one in here is a bit of a grind. It's not terribly difficult. The Hydras can be tough. They one-shot me sometimes. But you have to do 400 levels. It takes some time to work through that. It's a grind. So be aware of that. I have moved on to the new area here. Still on the first section here. I'm 100 out of 120. But the nice thing with this new section is you get different materials that you can go ahead and craft scout gear with. And you can actually find different levels of scout gear from common and rares. And I talked already about the benefits of stepping up to the scout gear. I actually found quite a few while running this. So they do drop pretty well, which is a nice thing to have in there. So that's where I'm at with the missions. Let's go ahead and talk about the seasonal rewards. I am all the way at just about 115 with the seasonal rewards and the tasks. This past week, I really struggled with one of the tasks, which was, I think it was the shield, the human shield or whatever it was called. Basically, you have to kill a whole bunch of a certain type of monster that's very close melee. It took me about a week to go ahead through that task. Kind of painful, to be honest with you, a bit grindy, but much better than some of the tasks last year. But I'm here, right about 115. I do have to say, there's a few people that have already blown me away that are already down here in the limited items. There's people that there's one person that already has 172. If you happen to be one of those people and you're watching this video, please give us some tips down below. Please DM me if you want to stay anonymous. We're a community. Let's grow together. Let's help each other out. How have you gotten this far already? And there's still 34 days left in the season. It blows my mind, those people that are able to do that. So congratulations to you that are already here. So that's where I'm at in the season, 115. I'm hoping to get, hopefully in the 130s, 140s by next week. I think it's going to be a challenge, but we're going to go ahead and try and push for that. Hopefully I can get higher, but we'll see. And then last but not least, as far as my progress goes, is the leaderboard. I am currently, at the time of this recording, just so you're aware, the time of this recording, you can see down here. Oops, you can see down here. It is Friday morning, 11:31 Eastern, my time. By the time you're watching this, it is probably Sunday or Monday. So I have progressed further than what you're seeing in this video right now. I just happen to record this on a Friday morning. As of the time of this recording, I am in place 125. So if you're in the community competition and you're higher than that, you're in a good situation to win some prizes. If you're lower than that, let's get working. Let's get grinding. I'm going to continue to try and progress and get better. My place to get as high as possible. So just let me know down in the comments below. How are you doing? Are you in that area? If you're one of these that are in the top, give me some tips. Give me some tips. Help me out. So we'll continue to progress through this and see how we all do by the end of the season. Again, at the time of the recording, there are 34 days left in the season. So plenty of time if you're just getting started or if you're not as high ranked as you want to be. There's plenty of time to catch up. So that's my progress right now. As far as my goals go, I kind of mentioned them as we go through. I'd love to get down here to this cave by the time we do the next video. I'd love to have a solid set of scout gear, and obviously be in the 140s for the seasonal pass and be in the top 100 for the leaderboard. Those are my goals. I don't know if I'll make them, but we're going to go ahead and try. Let me know down below how your progress is going. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the tips. These tips are connected to Shadow Depths, but they're also the other side of NFT battle miners that connect well with Shadow Depths. Most people think, and I did too all of last season, the only way you can get bonuses within the game is to go ahead and get the season pass, and you get these set of bonuses within the game itself. That is not correct. There's other ways to get bonuses other than getting the season pass. And I wanted to go ahead and mention this so everybody's aware of those. Season pass is a great way to go ahead and get those bonuses. But one of the other ways you can go ahead and do it is if you go back to nftbattleminer.com or thegame.com, and you go up here to your profile and you go ahead and click on profile again and rankings. Here is another way to go ahead and get bonuses that you may or may not be aware of that are not necessarily connected to Shadow Depths. For example, here, some of the low rankings are minimal, not super exciting. For example, 1% or 5% of basically the sale multiplier of the sales and dismantling. But once you get down to here and it's 100%, it's a cool little bonus that you have going on here. Plus you have mining bonuses, plus you have the chance to go ahead and get free NFTs every single hour. I think that's one of my favorites, is just the fact that I can just go ahead and sit back and get free NFTs, or the cashback program. Essentially, if you buy anything on the secondary market or within the market in the game, and I say in the game, I'm talking about the market here. this marketplace, not the marketplace in the Shadow Depths. You get cash back, and the cash back is in form of in-game tokens. So it's a nice little bonus there. So I want to make sure everybody's aware of these bonuses. The way that you can go ahead and get your ranking up is by going to achievements. You'll see a whole bunch of different categories on the top here. And you can tailor to what you enjoy most. If you like the mining side of the game, you can go ahead and get bonuses from the mining side of the game. If you like it from a trader side or a discovery side, just by going through the game at Shadow Depth and finding different materials as you're on missions, it gives you bonuses in here, which gives you experience points, as you can see on the right side here. And you take that experience points and you go ahead and add them up here, and it gives you the different rankings, which gives you the different bonuses. Many people are not aware of that. It's a simple way to go ahead and get those additional bonuses just by playing the game itself, whether it is on the Shadow Depth side or the mining side or anywhere in between. So that is one tip that gives you some bonuses in game, maybe could increase your production. Another thing is some people, including myself, run into issues where we just don't have enough tokens. And I alluded to this earlier with the Alcor farm, but as you can see, I have 20,000 there. And where I struggle personally, one of my biggest struggle is the ship upgrades. I have all the material I need. I just don't have the tokens I need. So another way you can go ahead out there and get additional tokens on I don't want to necessarily say on a passive side, but on a more relatively passive side, is through the mining side of the game that a lot of people forget about. As I mentioned, if you go over here to the game itself, go to play, you can see there's two different options here. The mining side, you actually have the opportunity to go through and there's a free to play miner. It does not give you a ton, but it gives you kind of an idea of the mining option that's out there. You go here, you go to add new mining situation, and you can go through the process and selecting the free to play version. I have some NFTs, I have some miners. That's why it's not shown there for me. But you have the option to go ahead and do a free to play, test it out, see if it's a good option for you. With the miners, you have the option of mining the tokens, the 4 tokens that are within game, or you can also mine NFTs within the game. I'm focused on the NFTs. You can go ahead and get different packs, different items that create packs and different equipment. Just by mining, the percentage is very low. You can also get consumables for in the game. So that's another option out there to really kind of boost and get additional production within the game itself that I wanted to mention. All things that you may or may not be aware of. I was not aware of those at all last season. I guess I wasn't aware of the free-to-play mining. I was aware of the mining itself, but I wasn't aware of the free-to-play mining. And I was not aware of the rankings at all and the bonuses that go along with that. So that's a neat addition that they have available if you want to go ahead and test it out. Let me know down in the comments below. We are getting a little bit longer in this video than I had originally hoped for. How are you progressing? Where are you at in the game? Do you have any tips for the community? I hope you all have a great day. I'll go ahead and do another episode next week and show you my progression throughout this week. I hope you have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.